Let's get wild. Welcome to this 10-minute class focusing on Wild Thing pose. So if you haven't seen me before, I'm Leah from Lakora Yoga, and I help beginner yogis get some confidence on the mat to reach their yoga goals. So if there's a pose that you're trying to get to, maybe I can help. I do have a course, and I'll put a link in the description down below for a fledgling yogi, where we go over the 5 main poses of yoga, and these poses are going to majorly improve your whole practice. So you can have a look in the description below, but for now, let's get on the mat. Okay, let's start our class at the top of our mat. Feet hips distance apart, looking forward. Just take some inhales and exhales through the nose. Just to bring your mind to your mat today. And let's inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, right foot steps back, lower the right knee, low lunge. Lengthen through the spine, maybe sink into them hips if it feels good. Left knee comes back to meet the right, hover over your hands, lower chin and chest, come through, baby cobra. Maybe lift your hands up off of the mat. Lower your hands back down, come back up onto your knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Maybe bicycling out the legs here if you need to. Right leg raises up high behind you and bring it through in between the hands. Lower the left knee, low lunge. Lengthen the spine, maybe sink into them hips. Tuck the toes of the left foot and rock it up to meet the right in a forward fold. Slight bend of the knees here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees even more. Sweep the hands all the way up above your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant the fingertips. Left foot steps back, lower the left knee, low lunge. And just see how low you can get in the hips here. Right foot comes back to meet the left, hover over your hands, lower chin and chest, come through. Maybe this time into a higher cobra. Use your hands to push yourself up. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up behind, bend the right knee, open your hip to the side. Try to get the heel of your right foot as close to your bum as you can. You should feel a nice stretch all down the right side here. And then square it back off, so come back into 3-legged dog, toes are pointing down. And lower your foot back down to the mat. Left side, raise the left foot up, bend the left knee, open up to the side. And again, try to get your heel as close to your bum as you can. Focus on your breath, make sure you're breathing. And back to 3-legged dog, toes point down. Step your left foot up in between your hands, lower the right knee, low lunge. Again, sink into the hips. Make sure both your hips are pointing forward, so maybe you pull your left hip back and your right hip forward slightly. Tuck the toes of the right foot, rock it up to meet the left in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. And bend the knees, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward, plant both of the hands, step, hop, however you need to, come back to plank. Full chaturanga, or lower your knees. Cobra or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high behind you. Bend the right knee, open your hip up, and then you're going to lean forward so that your left shoulder is over your left hand, and then slowly drop your right foot to the ground behind you. Lift your right hand up over your head, push your hips up to the ceiling. Wild thing pose. Or superstar or something, I think it's called as well. And then to come back, you're going to bring your right hand back down to the mat. Bring your right leg up behind you and back to downward facing dog. As if nothing happened. Okay, other side. Left leg lifts up high. Bend the left knee. Open your hip to the side. Hover over your right wrist. Slowly drop your left foot behind you. Right arm comes up over. Lift your hips up to the sky. Bringing your left hand back down to the mat. Left leg goes up to your three-legged dog. Plant it back down, downward facing dog. Feet together, knees wide, drop your knees to the mat. Child's pose. Just take a minute here to rest. Releasing the whole body. And then walking yourself back up, we're going to come into plank. So bring the hands shoulder distance apart, tuck the toes, plank pose. So you can also get to wild thing from plank. We're going to tilt over to the right side, so you're in a right side plank, then the left foot goes behind, and then you come up into wild thing. So holding it here for a moment, couple deep breaths. Bringing the left hand down, back to plank. Lean over to the left, then the right foot comes over, and then lift it up, wild thing. Make sure you can breathe. And then come back down to plank, chaturanga, either lower the knees or full chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Push back onto your heels, knees wide, feet together, child's pose. And slowly walking your hands back up. And if you would like to, you can take a Shavasana now, but that's the end of our class today. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if there's any poses that you are working on, leave them in the comments below and I will see what I can do. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time.